moon, get your tickets now. Everybody line up, get your tickets, we're going to Did you buy the tip? Yeah. Do you like rocket ships? Oh, what a yeah. You wanna try this shit? Yeah. We got everything you need, you better buy some bitty now. Everybody.
Yes, indeed. Bitcoin is back. All right, baby. Welcome to Satoshi's Bitcoin Chart Show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. Today's date is Thursday, the 12th of August, 2021. Let's be gone and jump straight into these figures. Rock and roll. Here we go. Starting from left to right, we've got Coolcoin BTC, which is a SegWit protocol owned and centrally controlled by Blockstream. Then we've got Bcrash, owned and centrally controlled by Roger Ver and his crony mates. Then we've got Bitcoin, which is BSV, which is the original protocol, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and the world's first and only digital commodity, creating data sovereignty, making it the most valuable commodity on Earth. Yes, indeed. And then we've got Fisher Price Cash on the end there. What a joke. Let's have a rundown of these figures on Coolcoin. So we've got hash rate 98.3. No one knows 93.7. Transactions 34%. And block size just 2%. Is that it? That looks hilarious. So we'll just have a quick word now with our favourite douchebag of Bitcoin, Peter McCormack, to see if he can explain or confirm what I've just said there about BTC SegWit protocol.
Bitcoin is so different now from when Satoshi was here.
Yeah, well, when Satoshi was here, Bitcoin was a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. How far away from that are we now?
It's a completely different project.
Yeah, well, what would Satoshi Nakamoto have to say about that?
It doesn't matter who Satoshi is anymore.
Or what if he came back and said something like, what the hell do you think you're doing effing up my project?
Even if Satoshi came back, I don't think he would just be immediately welcomed as having this God-given right to decide what happens with Bitcoin. I think he would have to earn his right back into the project.
Earn his right back into the project? I just thought he said it was nothing like Bitcoin. It's a completely different project, and it didn't matter who Satoshi Nakamoto was anymore. This sounds absolutely insane. Satoshi Nakamoto was a pseudonym. He is therefore linked to Bitcoin in a way that cannot be unlinked because he created it. Why would he want anything to do with a project that's got nothing to do with the one that he created? That is Bitcoin. This sounds absolutely insane. So in your opinion, what's this alternative protocol based on now then?
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Based on consensus. Do you know what proof of work is? Do you understand the significance of a chain of signatures? Did you even bother to read the white paper? Do you know that Blockstream segregated the signatures on the 24th of August 2017 that centralized the project and turned BTC from a commodity into a security and crashed its fundamental value to zero? Well done them. I'll see if I can give you maybe one more chance to convince me.
Project Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
For some reason, I'm not believing you. And we'll have a quick chat with Roger Ver. So, Roger Ver, tell us about your expectations of your centralized project.
And we're going to really spread Bitcoin Crash across the entire country here in Antigua.
Yeah, good luck with that, mate. And what do you say to all those huge global corporations that do billions, if not trillions of dollars of global trade on an annual basis that say they need a regulatory compliant monetary system in order to do so?
The ones that say that the blockchains all need to be legally compliant about everything all the time, just go use your Visa card.
Yeah, because that's going to work. And then we've got Bitcoin, so we've got hash rate 0.29%, network nodes 1.3. But look at this, the hash rate of 0.29% is processing 55% of the global transactions on the network and 96.7% of the block size. It just goes to show you how much of an efficient system Bitcoin truly is. It is absolutely phenomenal. And let me tell you what's funny about this. It's laughable because Bitcoin mining operations compete to process data transactions on chain. No transactions, no use. No use, no value. No value, no money. The most valuable chain is the chain with the most utility on it. BTCs are utter clowns. Can you see the chain with the most utility on it? If I gave you a clue and said utility is transactions and data volume, that is it. Nothing more. Where are they? Oh yeah, they're on the original Bitcoin protocol, which is the genuine Bitcoin. What a joke. So let's have a look at these block sizes. But before we do that, we'll have a quick chat with our man Michael Saylor, because he never fails to perk me up in the mornings with his enthusiasm. So Michael, what do you say to people like Peter McCormack who think that Bitcoin should be tampered with and messed around and just changed from how it is?
I like Bitcoin the way it is.
Oh, well, so do we, Michael. So do we. But we really like it. How do you compete with that?
In fact, I love Bitcoin the way it is.
All right, mate, calm down. Well, you can't just leave it there. You have to explain yourself. Tell us, what is it about Bitcoin that you love so much?
The way it's currently constructed, it is possible to put all $250 trillion of monetary energy.
Wow, $250 trillion of monetary energy. Where's that going to go?
In big blocks of encrypted energy on the blockchain.
It does sound like big numbers. What sort of size blocks are we talking about?
Maybe the Bitcoin will be 1 million. You can probably calculate $10 million of Bitcoin or something.
Whoa, $10 million per Bitcoin or something. That's huge. I mean, how's it going to fit and where's it going to go?
Big blocks, $100 million chunks on the blockchain.
Is that right? Well, let's have a look at these big blocks on the blockchain then, just for you. Calling out the megabyte sizes here: 8, 33, 15, 35, 27, 862, 14, 48, 266, 249, 92, 59, 18, 5, 18, 85, 30, 13, 16, 72, 38, 66, 6, 54, 47, 115, 101, and 15. These are all megabytes. Absolutely huge. And Anne-Marie's still struggling to get all of his blocks over a kilobyte. Yep, oh dear. And a B crash, how many blocks over a megabyte? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done then. Good grief. And how many blocks? Good grief. I haven't got many on Coolcoin this morning either. How many have they got over a megabyte? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's it. That's all they've got in their entire column. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on. Hash rate. So hash rate follows price, follows value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative, and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. When something is useful, it can then create value. When it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. Boom. Next. Proof of work by network. Coolcoin, B crash, Fisher Price cash will fall into their own footprints, because that's what Ponzi schemes do when they crash overnight. Bcrash Bitcoin hash rate, who cares? Bcrash Bitcoin proof of work, who cares? It is currently 3,594 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than any of these alternative protocols, shitcoins if you will. And it's currently 3.5% more profitable to mine on Bitcoin. What's going on there? So daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Let's have a look at this proportionally on 3 months. Oh, look at that trend line. Looking beautiful. Looking beautiful. Loving that. So average block size now registering here is 52.8. Fantastic. And we've got daily Bitcoin transactions by network, Bitcoin winning, transactions per block by network, Bitcoin winning. Fees in the block, this is fees USD, fees Satoshis in the block. Fee to block reward ratio, we want that to start romping away. Daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network. Look at that, Bitcoin going absolutely parabolic. It's almost vertical. How far away or how far in front are we now? 180 gigabytes. Come on. Come on. And the I think the BTC chain is only 363, so really not that far behind when you think of the acceleration we're witnessing right now. Amazing. And let's have a look at the politics then. So global hash rate 7 days, global hash rate 24 hours. That's going to let Coolcoin. Coolcoin's got over 98% of the hash rate on it at the moment. Utter waste of time and energy. There is no fundamental value in that protocol whatsoever. And B crash again. I mean, these are the guys that are even more deluded. Hathor on this, spoiling the party for those shitcoin enterprises. And Bitcoin. Oh, look at that. That Matterpool making a mention there. Great stuff. F2 pool trying to squeeze in there. What's going on? What's going on? So the reason we're trying to squeeze the shitcoin enterprises off the chain is because the only thing they understand is price manipulation, because all they do is dollar worship, because they have no respect for the fundamental value of Bitcoin. And then we've got Fisher Price cash. Yeah, what a joke that is. So we'll have a look at the short positions now and the price manipulation going on Bitfinex. Here we go. Keith Fellows in the house. Thank you for joining me. Where we are, short positions on Bitcoin, 91%. Oof. So many people are going to get absolutely wrecked. And now Coolcoin. Here we go. Checking out what short positions now. 5.5. Very, very small number of dirty traders maybe have realised and changed their minds. Look at that. That's actually quite a lot, really, when you think about how big the market cap is. 5.5% of almost like a $1 trillion market. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot, actually. And Bitcoin blocks live. Here we go. So for any newbies watching this, the vertical rectangular blocks moving across the top of the screen are the transactions being recognized by the nodes on the network, and then recognized the moment they're broadcast, because Bitcoin is an ultra small world mandala network. Shaped like this, it means as the size of the network increases, the density of the links goes to zero, making it ultra small world and highly sparse respectively. The network formulation can lead to an approved topology against malicious attacks. It's an amazing system. So once they're recognized by more than 50% of the nodes on the network, which is instantly, they're then thrown into the memory pool, which is where they're competed for by miners and payment processors in order to create a block, put the transaction within a block, and then place the block on the blockchain, which is when they're rewarded with the Coinbase data, otherwise known as the block reward, otherwise known as freshly minted Bitcoin, which Bitcoin Blocks Live is not showing us today. Let's refresh the screen. Can we see the blockchain? No. Oh, never mind. That's all right. So let's have a look at all the mining farms. Obviously, Corecoin, BTC, SegWit protocol would have you believe the network is only ever meant to do maybe 4 to 7 transactions a second if all the stars in the universe align. Do you honestly think that 7 transactions a second is meant to service all of this? This is the backbone of the world's financial system. It is absolutely huge. 7 transactions a second. Whatever. Do not believe that absolute baloney. Ridiculous. And let's have a look at bit info charts. Here we go. So where are we now? 12.8 of the transactions on the overall network, but we know that XRP and Ethereum are absolute utter pieces of garbage and security offerings. So we'll just have a quick chat, or we'll just listen to David Schwartz of Ripple Labs, the CTO of Ripple Labs, explaining that XRP is indeed a security and utterly fundamentally worthless and total garbage.
The XRP is a digital asset. It's censorship resistant. It's publicly traded. It trades on the XRP ledger. Ripple does not own or control the XRP ledger in any way.
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
So how did Ripple then get all the XRP that it has? It has about half the supply. So just how did that particular transaction happen?
Good question. How did Ripple end up with half the supply of 100 billion XRP?
So the way its design works is when the ledger first began operation, the 100 billion XRP, all that will ever exist, were sort of up for grabs.
And remind me to have a look up the economic theory of being sort of up for grabs.
And lots of people grabbed XRP out of that system, but it just so happens that obviously, just like early miners mined, huge amounts of Bitcoin before the public knew about it or was using it, early XRP users grabbed large amounts of that pool of XRP. And so the people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
Brilliant. One more time, David.
The people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
Absolutely hilarious. And Ethereum being a security.
You just described some crypto as securities. Which ones do you think of as securities?
It's pretty clear, and the Supreme Court has actually spoken about this many times. If somebody is raising money, selling a token,
start the Ether pre-sale in a couple of weeks. So the Ether pre-sale will be an opportunity for anyone to purchase Ether, where Ether is the internal currency inside of the Ethereum system, sort of like the XRP and Ripple.
And the buyer is anticipating profits.
What we're hoping is that sort of similar to what happened with Mastercoin. If that slice is something like 20%, and then the value of Ether goes up by 5, then we basically have the entire initial BTC that we got all over again.
Based on the efforts of that group.
About 100 people that are working on Ethereum right now.
Myself leading the protocol design.
And we also have branding teams, we have marketing teams.
That fits into something that's a security.
Partially in order to better flesh out the business plan, partially in order to better flesh out the terms, partially for legal reasons.
Brilliant. And they knew that ETH couldn't scale before they even launched it.
Build on top of that. Turns out we can build a financial
you're
plumbing
saying
layer.
That the concept of launching something that doesn't scale and then rebuilding it as something scalable
it
was
scales
in the
somewhat.
Initial plans or initial
yeah, we
thinking.
knew it wasn't going to be scalable for sure.
fail. Oh dear, oh dear. Good grief. Let's have a look at the transactions, just because I love this chart. 24 hours on 3 months. We'll add XRP in there just for lulz, because it's funny. Here we go. What does this look like? Oh, look at that. Just behind. We know it's coming. We know it's coming. Yes, indeed. 370,000 transactions in 24 hours on the genuine Bitcoin protocol. And let's have a look at the scaling test network. Look at this. This is bad. The scaling test network is alive. Look at that. The biggest block on the scaling test network is now 4.4 gigabytes transactions per second. Well, we've seen over 50,000. In fact, Shadows has demonstrated like 100,000 transactions per second on Terranode. But look at that. There we go. 4.4 gigabytes on the scaling test network. Loving that. And big BSV data. Here we go. So we want protocols, data size. There we go. Look. Whoa. What? Oh, what? No, that's gigabytes. What? That can't be right. That can't be right. Is it right? No, it can't be. It can't. We would see the data on chain. 100 gigabytes. So they're saying 100. I mean, amazing if it is. 100.2 gigabytes. For both MetaNet Protocol and MetaID in 24 hours. Oh, 30 days. Is that 30 days? Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. That's... we normally look at this daily is what we're looking at. Is what I want. They are. So they've moved it around a bit. 7 days. Right, yeah. Oh, we wanted a daily ones. Can we have daily? Can we have daily? Can we have daily? Can we have one? Okay, so that's 7 days one. So we were previously looking at the daily volume, but okay, that's a weekly one. All right, let's have a look at applications then. Do we get to see this today, BSV data? Looking good. Looking very nice. Sleek, as they say. Right, okay, it's 30 days, so that's like over a month. Right, okay, very nice. Very nice. Good to see the upgrade there on BSV data, making it more pleasurable, pleasing to the eye to look at. Very good. That looks like quite a nice thumbnail, that really, doesn't it? Nice. And trends.cash, sorry. Oh, TDXP absolutely romping away with it. 90% of the apps ranking by money spent, but apps ranking by performed actions. So there's Meta. I wonder if that's Meta ID or Meta Protocol or something. And then ones we don't know about are all growing at an exceptionally fast pace. Watch this space, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to rocket. And Crypto Quant, yep, the exchanges were cashing out all last year, which caused a squeeze in the liquidity, and massive amounts of tether printing to counteract that, caused a massive spike in the price and a huge bubble, and which is why they've been printing again, because the exchanges have been cashing out. Dear oh dear, you know, got to protect their little fraudulent baby. And let's have a look at what's on chain. Good question. What is on chain? Estimated next block size 25 megabytes. Memory pool usage currently 40 megabytes. Very good. And Joho's memory pool. Look at this. I wonder what's going on there. Interesting. Vast amounts of data coming through. But back to normal. So what a memory pool? Well, that's what a memory pool is meant to look like. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. What it's not meant to look like is BTC that is all over the shop, because it's been purposely restricted and replaced by fee means that the memory pool is literally up and down all over the shop. It's an absolute shambles. And we can see the effect that it's had on TX Street. And while we're looking at this, we'll have a quick chat with Adam Back, the CEO of Blockstream, who centrally own and control BTC, and hear his expectations of a payment network.
So, you know, fee estimation in some cases is quite bad. You know, if you're paying a friend, you can probably afford to wait 4 hours and not pay a priority fee.
Oh, shut up, you muppet. I'm not waiting 4 hours just to not pay a priority fee if I can pay a friend on a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Absolutely insane. And what's his median fee? 45 cents? Pfft, yeah, right. Try using that on a high-frequency trading platform. And 4 hours for a high-frequency trade. Insane. And Ethereum, look at this, a transfer fee $2.55, absolute insanity. Vitalik, how do you respond to that?
The internet of money should not cost 5 cents a transaction. It's kind of absurd.
Yeah, really? So what's $2.55? And let's have a look at our own issues we're dealing with. Dear oh dear, look at that. What do we know about excessive money printing?
Statistical analysis has found that every time an empire begins to near its own demise, you'll find that its currency will be debased.
And that is exactly what we're looking at here. Is it any wonder they're trying to jab all of us? If you wonder why, the answer is right there. Next. Coin Gecko. How are we feeling about it today? Knowing that Bitcoin is the only thing that can save us. Feeling good. 60%. It's above 50. That'll do nicely. BitPing. Let's have a look at this quickly. There we go. So money flow per hour, 81 cents. Countries 42. Remember, Bitcoin is the only network that is up 24/7, which means it can monitor the downtime of all these other networks and when they go offline. It's a phenomenal system. And the morning run, so a 24-hour trade volume, oh my god, 6,522. Stay away from this, people. Move fast and break stuff does not mean breaking the law, of which all these fungible shitcoin tokens here are doing. Bitcoin is the world's own first and only digital commodity. It is a commodity and not a security. We've had 420,010 purchases of that in the last 24 hours. Very good. And let's have a look at the depth chart on Bitcoin. Here we go. So we've got 4.1 million asks versus 2.6 million bids. Price is on its way down again, but I mean, both the market is going to absolutely explode soon for Bitcoin. And let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD. There we go. Oh, it looks like the depth chart was right. Yeah, look at that. Starting to plummet. Dirty traders shitting on each other. Outrageous. And Coolcoin versus USD. There we go. Oh, look, it's going down as well. Going down. Right, let's have a look at Bitcoin versus Coolcoin. Oh, look, it's been trending up. Trending up. Plummeting now. But, you know, dirty traders doing nothing. They've got nothing better to do with themselves. Let's have a look at CMC. So BTC at 44.8, down 2.5. And remember, these are not securities. They are just simply worthless bits of data. Data gets its value from its security. And it gets its security as an economic security. Do people have an economic reason? Are they incentivized to economically secure the chain? Yes, indeed. None of these other protocols have any fundamental value whatsoever, because they are all security offerings. Bitcoin is the world's first and only digital commodity. It's amazing. So actually, while we've got Coolcoin at the top there, let's have a quick, let's listen to Tony Vase sounding equally confused about the SegWit protocol, shall we?
Why do you think BTC is valuable?
It's valuable because it's the only unconfiscatable asset we have, and that is because that comes from its decentralization. I think Bitcoin is the only valuable crypto asset we have because of the nature of how it started in its first few years.
And when you say Bitcoin, you mean BTC, right?
Absolutely.
But are you aware that in 2017, they changed the rules so that BTC no longer follows the Bitcoin white paper?
That is not true at all.
The white paper says that there needs to be a chain of signatures.
Sure.
Okay, so that's not what we have anymore. That's how SegWit changed that.
Okay, but it's still Bitcoin.
Nice one, Tone, you bone. Let's have a look at YouTube then. Subscribers 620. Come on, people, let's get up there. Like and subscribe if you like the content that I produce. Got to keep this thing going. And Streamhumanity, 3 of 4 followers, made 80 cents on yesterday's video. Good. Hope you enjoyed it. And Twitch, $126. Try making that on Twitler. 424 followers. Let's have a look at Twitch stats on Acorn Stacked. Here we go. What's this? Over 12 hours, 16 hours. New users 11. That's all right. Heading in the right direction. And Mama Bitcoin, Ruth Eastman. Let's check out her tweet. Here we go. 1,090. Here we go. Liking that again. There we go. And our man Satoshi, how's he doing? Is he over the elusive 80,000, 80.1 Beautiful, beautiful. Wonder how long Twitter will let that last for. Stablecoin printer, has it picked up on this? It hasn't even. They haven't even reported the $1 billion printed by Tether. That's outrageous. That is outrageous. Let's have a quick check on whale alerts then. I don't believe it. Anything been going on in the last 24 or 39 minutes? What's this? USDC 66 million. Yeah, why not? Huh. USDC, any huge ones? We'll just check this over 24 hours, see what's going on. Binance USD, what a joke. A bit of burning going on there, 13, 14 hours. More burning of Binance, would you believe it? No central control there. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There we go. 24 hours and we're done. Right, there we go. Looks like we're up to date with the figures. Hope you enjoyed the show. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.